Hello and welcome to an exclusive behind-the-scenes tour at Ambika Corporation Limited, a company that has been making headlines in the world of polymer sales. Today, we'll be taking you on a journey to explore how ACL has achieved mastery in the art of polymer sales, navigating the challenges of a volatile global economy and borderless markets to establish a firm foothold in potential markets across the world. We'll be getting an insider's view of their sales office and witnessing firsthand of how ACL is rising to the top. Join me as we discover the secrets behind ACL's success and see what Monday mornings look like in their bustling office.
Hi,
Hello.
welcome to ACL Mumbai Sales
Thank you
Office.
so much for having us here.
We'll take you on a tour to ACL office and share some insider information.
Sure.
Come, let's start. Let me introduce you to Mr. Kuntal Sanghi.
Mr.
Hey.
Sangvi, thank you so much for having us here at the ACL sales office.
My pleasure, my pleasure.
Mr. Sangvi, could you please tell us what the result versus reason mode means that we see here at the lounge motivational area?
Yeah, well, it's very sharp of you to observe that. As you very well know, that this is a ACL sales office, and most of you guys who are into sales, they know we have to face a lot of failures and rejections. So the most common mistake we do when we fail is to find a suitable reason to shield our failures. So that is the reason that this is not a motivation line but an actual execution line, that when you enter ACL sales office, you cut down the reasons and only focus on the result. So that's the idea behind this.
Can you give us a glimpse of what a Monday morning looks like at ACL and take us to the sales floor where all the action happens?
Sure, I'd like to take you to a tour. Very few people have this access. You're the fortunate one.
Let's go.
Well, I will explain you few of the key processes which we apply in our day-to-day routine to have an efficient sales mechanism, as well as very silent mechanism. Because if you hear, this is a sales floor, but you would not hear people talking, you will not hear phone ringing. It's very well drafted process where the disturbance avenues are kept at very minimal. So I'll show you how are we able to do that. So one of the process, if you see, being a sales floor, we don't have to discuss price again and again. So if you see there is a price list which keeps on live updating for all the cargo which is there in the warehouse and also the arriving ones.
Yeah.
So it gives a very good visibility for the sales team to know what they have to sell, at what price they have to sell, and how much they have to sell.
Right.
So that gives a good interface without discussing to multiple departments.
Mr. Sangvi, what was this?
Yeah, basically you just brought a good luck. That's our sales buzzer. So whenever any salesperson concludes any sale, they press the sales buzzer which is on every desk, and then the spotlights highlight on them, and everybody applauds and acknowledge the effort for the closure.
Oh, that's wonderful. Mr. Sangvi, with all the material and sales, how do you manage logistics?
Well, that's an interesting thing we do. Again, like every details have been considered while designing every process. So even logistic, we have cut down the nuisance value and gave a very good visual, which we call the ETA dashboard. It's a calendar view with the details of week-wise, month-wise, which gives you a good visuals of the cargo which is supposed to be arrived on what date and how much quantity. And this data is not just limited to this office, this goes to all our warehouses. So even they can prepare their resources based on how much arriving containers are coming in that particular day. So if they have to increase the labor, they have to increase the hours or maybe called extra resources.
Right.
So they have a visual maybe 1 month ago rather than on the same day, making it very chaotic.
That's great. We have seen where the sales buzz happens. Let's also look at where the product training takes place at the ACL sales office.
Sure. I would like to give you a tour of a meeting room, what we call as a think tank room.
Uh-huh.
So let's go there. Yeah.
Sure, after you.
So basically,
Yeah.
styling is very important for us. As styling is included.
This is our think tank room. This is where all the ideas innovate and are born. Generally, you see the sales office is more in the meeting room discussing about numbers and the targets and stuff. But what we focus here is more on the skill development. Even our ground root level sales rep also is being trained to know what is styrene, what is naphtha, what are the feedstock, what are the impact of the price movement globally. So in that way, they are equipped with the skills which gives the end result, the desired result which they want, which is to have a good sales number. So I'll just introduce to few of our team member to begin with. So he is Mr. Keyur. He is the Vice President for Business Development. And up to you, Keyur. What are you showing here?
I was just explaining them about the prices of feedstock. As sir rightly said, that every Monday morning we have a training wherein we focus on the global news, and that makes our sales team very much informed and knowledgeable.
Mr. Sanghi, it's fascinating to see skill development training happening on a Monday morning. How do you consider this as ACL success?
In fact, that plays a very important part of ACL success. देखो क्या होता है इसमें कि स्किल डेवलपमेंट इज़ पार्ट ऑफ अ लर्निंग इन अ सिंपल वे इफ़ आई हैव टू एक्सप्लेन. जब हमारा फॉर्मल एजुकेशन लाइक स्कूल्स यूनिवर्सिटी एंड कोर्सेज ख़त्म हो जाता है, सबकॉन्शियसली वी फील दैट आवर लर्निंग हैव स्टॉप्ड एंड फिर जितना सीखे उसी से वी ट्राई टू प्ले द लाइफ्स रेस. बट दैट्स नॉट द राइट वे. Learning have to be done on day-to-day basis. You have to keep upgrading with this changing and fast-paced world.
Right.
So I feel that skill development के ऊपर बहुत मेहनत लगती है, not just from the management point but also from every individual standpoint, because without that there is no growth. It's a very famous saying in US Marine that everybody wants to go to heaven but nobody wants to die.
True.
So that's the case. If you want to grow in life, your learning, hard work should always be on the skill development.
We have seen ACL's sales floor as well as where the ideas takes place. Let's also understand the bidding hour. Where and when does this happen?
Well, that's a very exciting question which I would love to answer. So you want to see whether the bidding
Yes,
hour
of
takes
course,
place?
of course.
So I can give you a tour of, we call it a cyber room. So let's go there.
Let's go.
This is what we call as a cyber room, and this is where the bidding hour which you wanted to know.
Yes.
So I will explain you how does this work. So we have integrated our sales with WhatsApp AI, and there is a concept called bidding hour, which you know that every day more than 8,000 bidders participate on this platform. We show them, their mobile will flash on WhatsApp with the polymer of the day, mentioning all the properties, mechanical properties as well as the certification. If that polymer is something which they want to buy, they don't have to knock multiple supplier looking for this polymer. They can just place their bid with their target price and quantity, and if their bid is approved, they get order confirmation message and they can just buy it without having a phone, even a single phone call.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
That's wonderful.
So this is where all the statistics we run. So you can see around 8,400 bidders have been participated today, and I think this is a new age era of what we call experience the convenience, because nowadays people want to experience the convenience in their every micro and macro hour of the life.
With a talented team of professionals and a culture of excellence, ACL is poised for even greater success in the years to come. Let's listen in to hear the first-hand accounts and personal stories from the dedicated employees of ACL as they reflect on their unique journey and experiences while working at this renowned polymer sales company.
Hi, I'm Nikunj and I'm VP in sales, and I'm working with ACL since 20 years, and sales is a very tough job and I'm really proud to do it, and ACL is my pride.
My name is Preeti. I'm working in ACL since 5 years. I have come from banking sector, but I have got a good exposure in ACL.
मी सुचित्रा शेलार. मी मागील 9 वर्षापासून इथे जॉब करते आहे. मला खूप चांगला एक्सपिरियन्स आला आणि खूप सपोर्टिंग आहेत माझे मॅनेजमेंट वगैरे आणि हमेशा मला हेल्प करतात.
Myself Darshana, I'm working with ACL from last 1 year. ACL gives me a wonderful opportunity. They give us a motivated and healthy environment so we can grow.
This is Sagarika Devarika. Working in ACL is a great experience for me, and the work culture over here is very good with a good team leaders over here. I've been growing over here professionally and personally, and it's a great experience. I'm proud to be an ACL.
Myself Samprita Shah. I'm working since 7 years, which tell a lot about my company culture. I'm really happy with the management. Here I am able to play different job roles without being pressurized. And here as the company grows, we are really growing parallelly.
Hi, myself Gunjan Mehta. I have been here since 1 year, and I have been always supported and encouraged by colleagues and the management. And we ensure we take utmost care of our customer and provide them the best services in the industry.
One thing I like the most about the ACL is that it gives an equal opportunity to all its employees and to express their ideas and provide their feedbacks, which I think is the key thing to engage the employees.
One of the things which I like most about the company is like the great work culture and a friendly nature.
My name is Anita, working in ACL since last 2 years, enjoying a lot, good going.
My name is Mithilesh. I've just joined since 5 months, but it's really good experience working over here.
From its humble beginnings to its current position as a leader in the polymer industry, ACL's journey has been one of growth, innovation and commitment to customer satisfaction. Mr. Sangvi, ACL seems to have an impressive level of detail in every process. Could you tell us about the raw materials that ACL offers in the Indian market?
ACL have one of the highest market share for engineering plastics raw material like ABS, PC, PMMA, SMMA, but we also have moving very strongly in the direction of commodity plastic and specialty polymer and also bio-based polymer. So basically it entire range of portfolio from the commodities like PP, PVC, PS, from the super engineering plastic like PEEK, etc. So this is helping us to service our customer entire portfolio, so they don't have to knock different doors for different raw material.
Right. Mr. Sangvi, let's also talk about the tough competition in the Indian market for polymers, and how does ACL handle this competition, especially with the price factor?
Yeah, that's a very interesting question. Yes, India is a very competitive market, and the only way to describe this that the growing market will always be more demanding. So yes, customers will have various demands in different aspects like commercials, pricing, technical services, also fast response time, and handholding them from their ideas to actual execution. So we have a very interesting module in ACL which we call it concept to commercialization. So whenever a customer have anything in mind, we help them at the very ground level stage where it's just in the concept, and we help them to achieve their actual commercial targets. So that is how we try, and as long as the competition goes, I'm very sorry to say, but most of our competitors, I am seeing that they are not into polymer selling business, but they are into selling their companies. So that is something which a new age generation ideology, to have lot of investors, to have lot of foreign money. So then end of the day you forget what is your main product. You're selling polymer or you're just impressing your financiers. So we kind of don't see them as a real potential threat.
Right, right. Let's also talk about ACL's VIP priority membership and why many raw material users are enrolling in it.
See, what happens is that so ACL VIP priority membership is a very exclusive subscription program. It basically facilitates an importer from having a first hand allocation of polymers at very attractive booking price. So this is for that elite group who understand what is the advantage of forward booking, what is the advantage of having first hand price when the products are launched or allocated. A lot of time we hear in the market that there is shortage of certain polymer, and they already when the shortage have triggered, the price shoot up because they go hand in hand. So and they miss the train. So to avoid that, most of our customers choose to become a member of the VIP program, where the allocation are given first to them and then to the open market. Also the prices are disclosed first to them, whether it is up or down. So that helps them to make a very informed purchase decision. So that is why we seeing that VIP priority service is actually helping not only our company but also the customers.
Okay, let's also talk about ACL's strong presence in the global market. How do you rate or read the Indian polymer market in comparison to global peers?
Well, I would rather say that Indian market have always been talked about market in recent history, but now what we are witnessing is absolute golden era. Yeah. So India was also known to be one of the highest population country even back then and even now, but what have changed is actually this population have started spending now from their conservative saving nature. So that have resulted into a 1.4 billion consumer market. So I am seeing a very niche synergy which is like make in India as well as they can sell in India. Right. So that is a very unique combination blend where the manufacturer can use this as a launching pad, because we still have a good 10-15 years of very brighter side on our side. True. So I don't think so. When I meet any global peers or global market, whoever is not participating in Indian growth story, they feel left out. So it's not the other way around.
Right.
So we have to cherish this moment.
Mr. Sangvi, what advice would you give to raw material buyers on setting up a seamless supply chain, especially for imported raw materials?
So I would say that one of the common mistake the raw material purchase manager or the buyer makes, that they still don't come out of that stone age concept of taking quotes from 3-4 people and then whatever is cheapest. See, just imagine, like like masterpiece like Taj Mahal, you think Shah Jahan might have taken quotes from 3 people and built such a fantastic monument? I would say it's an era of loyalty. It's an era of not competitiveness, it's an era of collaboration. True. So you have to find loyalty with your suppliers, you have to find loyalty with your customers, and have an art to select those partners who can really add value in your uptime and downtime. Because most of the suppliers, they show their face to the customers when they need it, when their inventory levels go up, or when they are not getting good pricing and stuff like that. Otherwise they would just say, hey, we are sold out. Yeah. So probably the advice for them is select your supplier where you can build a loyalty.
Mr. Sangvi, lastly, ACL is involved in several CSR activities such as education, healthcare and Green India initiatives. Can you speak more about these initiatives and ACL's role in promoting social welfare?
Yeah, that is something which I think is our spine. So it's not that. So generally, the spine should be the core business. But I think the motive of the business, if it is limited to mere commerce, you can't have that kind of growth. The motive have to have some kind of giving feeling towards the your origins or towards your countrymen or towards humanity at large. So education is something which is very close to my heart, and lot of our resources go in helping those remote locations where there are underprivileged schools. They don't have enough basic facility like fan or washrooms, clean washroom for the students. So we try to partner with those schools, create an infrastructure which is conducive for studies so that they can compete with the same rat race which they are going to be forced upon after completion of schools and colleges. So yeah, even in every order of ACL there is a certain percentage which is always donated towards the education cause. So that is number one. And number two, on the medical ground, yeah, we sponsor and manage lot of ambulances, which I feel in city like Mumbai is very essential, because the timing and the criticality of that particular emergency is something which I personally have experienced. So that is something which we try to fill the vacuum. And if you ask me about the environmental side of the plastic, which this year, which we also won one award like a best innovative product, it is a very good blend of wood and plastic, which we call is wood plastic. It's a bio based polymer, and we just introduced this year in Saurashtra Plus in December 2022, and the response was phenomenal. We tried it, we are trying our best to make the production as much as possible to meet the demand, and I think I am very hopeful that it will fill the vacuum of the single use plastic as well. So yeah, wood plastic is something which we are all very hopeful.
Mr. Sangvi, thank you so much for your time and knowledge.
Thank you, Pratiksha, for spending your whole day with us. Thank you, Polymer Update team, for helping us with all those analysis which helps us to make our purchase decision well informed.
And thank you for joining us on this exclusive tour at Ambika Corporation Limited. For more stories on plastics and petrochemicals, stay tuned to Polymer Update.